Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. And I know I told you guys I was gonna be working on being more consistent, so here I am. In today's video, it's just gonna be like a little light-hearted video that'll make you feel good about yourself, because I'm going to be giving you guys some tips about what helped me be more confident this year. And we could all use a little bit of confidence, especially in a world where it just seems like everybody's always nitpicking about certain things, and a lot of people are like struggling with their self-esteem because there's so much pressure from social media, society, to just, you know, be perfect. And nobody's perfect, but we should always feel good about ourselves. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I was gonna wait to make this video, you know, when I was all dressed up, looking glamorous from head to toe, slaying, honey. But I just decided, you know what? They love me and they just gonna take me for how I am. I don't look too bad today, so I just wanted to go ahead and get this out there. There were times when I did not realize that this was actually what I was doing. I stopped seeking validation from others about myself. Like, I stopped, you know, hoping for compliments when I go out. I stopped hoping that people would be like, oh, she's so pretty, or oh, she looks so nice. And I started to believe those things about myself, because a lot of the times when you wait around for things, it don't happen. Like me, I'm the type of person to where I can give somebody a compliment, but I don't receive like an outrageous amount of compliments in my day-to-day life. Like, I just remember I used to go out places, and then, you know, I used to feel good about myself. Yeah, you know, before I left home, I'm like, oh, I'm looking so good today, I'm working it, I'm killing it. Then when I get out there and I don't receive not now one compliment, I'm like, was it just in my head? Like, did I fall off? Do I still got it? You really have to train your mind about stuff like that. I also think that it like has something to do with like people pleasing, and that's also a horrible thing to stop doing. Something that I'm also working on, because of course, like any other person, you know, I love to hear compliments, I love to help people, I love to make people feel good. But a lot of people, you know, will take advantage of little stuff like that. So it's just some stuff you just have to know, some stuff you just have to be. So for instance, another thing that helps me feel confident is by actually, you know, caring about my appearance. Now, there'll be some days where I just walk out the house looking like I done got ran over and I just climbed out of somebody's tree. But I still keep it pushing. But I've really been working on that this year. And like I said before, I think I mentioned, this year I am the most confident that I have ever been in my entire life. And that is saying a lot.
Confidence, take it in. Doubt, let it out.
So the old saying where they say, you know, when you look good, you feel good. That is absolutely true, because when I'm looking toe up from the flow up and I'm like, hold up, I feel like other people can feel that energy from me, because when they see me, they like, whoo, I guess life just been treating her so rough on the days, you know, where I'm not caring about my appearance. But this year, like when I go out places, I look the best that I could possibly be for myself. Just basically do everything that makes me feel good about myself. Like my go-to nowadays when I go out is simply just, you know, oiling up my skin, having it looking all glowy, elegant. And I just, you know, put on a little lip liner, lip gloss, and some lashes, and I be feeling like I'm that. Like, I be feeling good about myself. I make sure that my outfit is fitting me nice and right. Things like that are what makes me feel good and helps boost up my confidence. Some people do not care about, you know, their outer appearance. And I'm not saying like you have to just every single day just be, you know, this walking billboard poster child. No, that's not what I'm saying, because every single day people don't have a good day, and some days people just want to just throw on whatever. For the most part, like mostly throughout the week, I try to actually care about what I look like, because have y'all ever noticed, soon as you want to be slipping on your appearance, that's when you run into somebody. And I'm not saying like, oh God, they might judge me, because they are going to judge you, especially, you know, if you look in a mess. So like the old folks used to say, always stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And you looking good is gonna make you feel good about yourself, because you're like, okay, wow, like people gonna be able to look at you and see, okay, that's a person that actually cares about themselves. That's a woman that, you know, values herself. And that also, you know, has a lot to do with how people will approach you. Now, you will still have, you know, bums and dusties still trying to approach you when you looking well put together. That's just gonna happen. Just take that on the chin and keep it pushing with your day. Another thing that helped me with my confidence this year is I have been really trying not to like self-sabotage myself by speaking negativity so much. And it's something that I realized that I do have an issue with. And I think, it could be, trauma related. Your girl done been through some things, okay? So not even gonna sugarcoat that. But the mind is a powerful thing. Have you ever heard the saying of, whatever you think will be? That is so very, very true. That's why sometimes you really, really have to like train your thoughts. And that's something that I'm really, really working on. Because if you always telling yourself something negative, it's gonna sound like butter if somebody out in the streets tells you something negative. Because you're like, oh, it don't matter if they beat up on me. I'm already beating up on my damn self. And who wants to walk around like that? Who wants to walk around just being miserable, upset, depressed? Like really, really going through it because mentally, they got like World War III going on inside of their head and they just cannot find a release. So I journal, I write things out, I get it off of me so I can, present myself and be the best version of myself, if that makes sense. Because confidence takes you a long way. Have you ever seen somebody like step into a room and as soon as you look at them, you're like, oh, yeah, that person right there, you get good vibes from that person. It's because like they know who they are. They aren't second guessing themselves and they're not looking to please other people because they're already, the package deal within themselves because that's just how comfortable they are with themselves. Another thing that helped me be confident with myself is when I basically like stopped trying to compare how my life is going against people who are my age and how their life is going. Because just like, I just had a talk actually yesterday, with my brother and his girlfriend. And they was just basically telling me like everybody's timing is different. It doesn't matter like how fast something seems to be happening for somebody else. We're only in control of, our life and our time.
That's not fair.
You never know like the obstacles that other people had to go through to get where they are. So sometimes you really just have to buckle down and focus on your own journey. And I realized that when I stopped looking at people and looking at them like, oh, well, they're 25, like they're my age. They already have a house. They have great credit. They live in a mansion. They live here. They live in a luxury lifestyle. First things first, people are only going to let you see what they want you to see. And they shouldn't let you see anything bad, if that makes sense. So, of course, people are going to put on like their life is just so great and their life is so amazing. And it just very well may be. But you cannot judge yourself and beat yourself down because their life looks better than yours because you didn't know what they had to go through to get to where they're at. And you still don't know the end result of your path as well. So that's always something that you should really, really remember. Something that I try to instill into myself, when your girl is feeling a little down and I'm feeling like,
life is just so hard.
Your girl be tired. Listen, I be tired, okay?
Did you die?
But I try to just, focus on the things that make me feel loved. Focus on the things that make me feel happy. And that's working towards my dreams, creating generational wealth for my kids. And, having a career that I will really thrive in because it's something that I love. That will boost up your confidence if you're living the life that you want to live. Some people, they like to write down words of affirmation. Some people like to speak it. I try to do a bit of both because it really helps me like mentally. Because mentally we all go through so much. That's why, practicing confidence is very, very important. Meaning you have to practice the things that will make you happy. Like, a while back when I used to go out in public, and sometimes I do still struggle with this. Like as soon as I step into a room full of people, I'll look down with my head. Like I'll be like this.
I think I'm gonna hate this.
Trying to avoid human interaction. Trying to avoid, eye contact with people. Trying to avoid how I feel like that they may view me in their heads. I know I'm not the only person that goes through that. Like it's an anxiety thing. Like always feeling like that when you're in a room, people are only focused on you. And stuff like that, it's a mind thing. Like you really have to like train your mind. And it takes work. It takes practice. Like I practice, telling myself, okay, listen here. When you step into that room, you're going to step into that room with your head held high because you know who you are. You're not stepping in a room like, I'm a diva, I'm better than everybody. No, but you stepping into a room like, I know who I am. Bring on the stares because I'm a stare back. In a polite way. With my eyes, do a little smiles, a little rawr, you know what I'm saying? But So yeah, I feel like I used to step into a room like I was insecure, because in my mind 1,001 million thoughts are going through my mind when I step into a room full of people, trying to avoid, you know, that first awkward moment when you see somebody. Well, no, I need to embrace it. Like, I stepped into the room, my presence is here, I'm who I am. Like, nowadays I try to practice, you know, going into a room like, hey, when you walk into that room, you better pop your, you better do your thing. You better walk into that room like you know who you are. You better hold your head up when you walk into the room, because people can feed off of insecurity. And we all have insecurities. Some people are just better at, you know, being able to either point out other people's insecurities or hide their own. But either way, this year is the year where you just have to be confident, because there's so much pressure to be like the next, especially with social media. You know, everybody's following certain trends. Everybody's doing the same thing. It takes a famous person one time to do something, and all of us, you know, regular people, we're going to, a lot of us that are easily influenced, we're going to hop on the bandwagon, because I guess that's what we aspire to be. But sometimes you have to be the trendsetter, and you have to be your own confidence. Like, in my life currently, I'm learning to slowly stop focusing on how I feel like that people view me. And that's something that also helped me with my confidence. Like, right now, I'm not worried about when I step into a room if people think I'm ugly, if they think I'm average, or if they think I'm beautiful. If you think I'm beautiful, thank you. Your girl love compliments. I mean, I can't even flex about that. But it has to be like, you have to stop caring so much about how people view you. Like, oh my God, what would they think about this? What would they think about that? Embrace it. We all have flaws. That's just like with me, like when people used to stare at my facial hair, you know, I be done shaved it off, but I still got the little shadow. And they be staring like, I wonder, do she know that that's right there? Of course I do. I wake up with me every single day. But it's like, you have to own it. Nowadays, I'm better at like owning who I am. So therefore, if somebody does point out a flaw of yours, you're able to hit them back with the facts like, oh, well, I love it. Like, you have to be the best version of yourself. Meaning, when I get dressed, when I get up in the morning, you know, when I'm finna go somewhere that's like out in public, I get myself together the best way that I can. Meaning, if I think I look good, then I look good. If I think I look bad, then I just might look bad. Sometimes you just have to train yourself to do certain things. So it's like, whatever makes you feel good is definitely like what you should stick towards, because it's a dog-eat world out here, okay? It's really, really rough. And it's just like, sometimes I feel like the ounce of weakness that somebody can sense on you is gonna really make yourself an easy target. So you have to build yourself up. You have to boast yourself up. Like, I come from a mother who always spoke life into me. And so with that being said, I have to apply that stuff to, you know, my life now as an adult. So when I go around other people, I'm able to sit in a room with people and not always worry about them nitpicking things about myself that I think, you know, that I want to change about myself, and wondering like, do they see it too? Because we all have like flaws. We all have things, you know, that we wish that we could change. But a lot of us have just honestly learned how to embrace it, especially if it's something that, you know, you're not going to go out here and get surgery for. You just have to embrace it. Okay, one thing that I also did is like, I examined my face. And I looked at my face, and I loved how my face is made, right? I love my freckles. I love my full lips. I love my eyes. I love my eyelashes, my eyebrows on a good day, okay? I love, you know, how I'm able to, you know, dress up my big nose. Like, stuff like that. That's what you call being confident. When you know, okay, somebody else may have it all together better than you. Somebody may be prettier than you, but we're not focused on them. We focus on ourselves. And we know that, you know, when we stepping out that room, we're presenting ourselves in a way to where we tried our best. You know, we doing our best with what we have, okay? We embracing what we have. And it's like, if you don't like something, change it. If you don't like how you dress, upgrade your wardrobe. If you don't like something about your face, you know, take care of your skin better. It's always ways around things. And at this point in my life, I've just learned to, you know, really embrace things about myself, love who I am, and always try to present myself as a confident person. Because I feel like that when you are a confident person, you attract certain type of people around you. And I'm trying to attract, you know, the best people around me, of course, while also working on myself, you know, on the inside. And this year, woo, girl, the things I went through earlier this year, they really pushed me to be a more confident person, because I was like, dang, just when I thought I couldn't take no more, mo came. And I got through it. So it's like now I've just really started to accept life for how it is, work towards bettering my life, bettering myself, taking care of myself, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, all of those. Another thing that helps me to feel confident is actually going to the gym and working on my body, because your girl got a pouch, okay? I got a little gut action going on because I likes to eat. And sometimes when I like to eat, your girl get bloated, start walking around here looking like I'm about 7 months pregnant, and I don't want that. So therefore, you know, I'm trying to get, you know, stricter on my diet so I can be the type of a woman that I've always wanted to be. So, you know, I can have myself well put together, because that helps me be confident, knowing that I care about my appearance, I care about my health, and I care about myself. So anyways, you guys, I hope that this video was pretty good. I hope you guys got some useful tips from it, and I hope that you leave out this video feeling a little bit better about yourself, feeling confident, girl. Get dressed, pop yo. Stop worrying about what other people think about you, and life will go a little bit smoother. Anyways, thank you guys for watching.